Welcome back to another Akashic Hour segment where Valentina Matthias will be demonstrating the power of the Akash to heal, activate, bring through knowledge, wisdom, and guidance by answering the questions of the audience. So, if you want a chance to get your question answered by either Valentina or myself, then please do stick around to the end and I'll let you know how you can be in with a chance to make that happen for yourself. It really is incredible when you watch Valentina at work. She is a international elder Akashic master, and she is part of the royal lineage of Akashic guardians. Every time I host these sessions with Valentina, I'm also mentoring with her one-to-one. I'm just blown away every single time. So today's question comes from a lady called Anne, and today's question is centered around a health issue. So as the host, I will be acting as the proxy, asking the questions. So my name's Corinne and I am an Akashic graduate of Valentina's, as well as being a soul healer and guide. So let's dive straight in then. We're going to go into the main segment, which me and Valentina pre-recorded earlier. We're bringing in a question from Anne.
Okay.
So 6 months ago, she developed this red spot, and it's about the size of a 10-pence coin on her stomach. The doctors have got no idea what it is or how to treat it. They've just been giving her antibiotics after antibiotics. And she just wondered, can her soul or her guides give her any information and how she can treat it or anything that can bring through to help?
Masters, teachers, and loved ones of Anne. Any Akashic guidance, any of my guides, any other guides in the Akash. This is an answer specifically for Anne. So in case people are watching and thinking, oh yeah, I've got a little rash or something somewhere, this is specifically for her. There's something that she's not making a decision or a commitment about. And this part of her body is just not letting her get away with ignoring the problem or the issue. So I'm asking, is there any more information about what this is about? They're just saying, because it's a public reading, so they don't want to say anything personal, but they're just saying you need to do something. You need to commit to something. You need to make a decision and follow a path of action in some area of your life. It's almost like you need to get on the horse and ride it. And at the moment, you're just avoiding something, and it's creating there's an underlying anxious reaction, but it's more that your body just wants to communicate to you in a focused way, just a small area, to say, no, I'm not going away until you look at this and there's some sort of commitment to action that she needs to make. So I hope that makes sense for her.
Well, I'm sure, and it's interesting because, like, when you say that, it's like it's getting your attention, right? And we know often the body develops things to get our attention when something needs. So it's interesting that she's had it for 6 months, and no matter what the doctors give her, it doesn't.
Yeah, because it's not speaking that language. It's not there because of needing a special herb or a special medicine to balance some area of her body. It's there to hold the energy of intention in a focused, small way for her, rather than a sort of a problem that moves all over the place. There's just one thing that she needs to focus on and commit to a course of action. And I can't ride a horse. So it's, I don't know why that phrase is coming up. It's just for her. They're just saying you just need to get on the horse and ride it. So she probably doesn't ride a horse either, but
Well,
that's
she
what they're
doesn't ride a
saying.
horse, but I'm sure um but my niece rides a horse, but I know she doesn't, but maybe, but I'm sure there'll be things, as I know, anytime I've had a reading with you, Valentina, or everyone that I know that has a reading, there's things that you say that just spark things off. There's always
Yeah,
the masters, teachers, loved ones, and guides bring through, which connects to you on an energetic level. So even if you don't instantly know what it is, it's good
yeah.
to drop in
It
very.
is. It's funny. It just comes through eventually. So, people do come back to me over time and be like, oh man, when you said that, I was like,
Right.
please. But then they'll come back, oh, you won't believe what happened, blah, 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 blah. So, it's my job in to just be pure and clear and pass on the messages. I don't have any egoistic attachment to looking fantastic or looking silly, worry about looking silly. So it's basically telling her to pay attention. She has to commit to a course of action with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. So again, amazing. And it may seem a little bit cryptic, that one, to some people, but I actually know Anne. So when I delivered the answer to her question, and I said to her, do you know what Valentina is bringing forward here? She said, yes, I know exactly what it is. I know there is a decision that I've been putting off that I need to commit to that is related to my health. And it's been causing me anxiety and stress, and I've been the fear of following through with what it means to do that has been meaning she's not been getting on the horse, sort of speak, and just going for it. So she knew exactly what she was saying, and she did share with me what it was, and so I understand 100% why this, why the Akashic masters and guides didn't actually verbalize what it was, even though they obviously knew exactly what it was. They knew they didn't need to verbalize it. They knew they didn't need to make that bit public, because they knew with what they brought forward, Anne would know exactly what they were talking about. So obviously if you're having a personal reading, they're just gonna come right out and say it, but we can see how respectful and how mindful they are of what they're bringing through into the public space as well. But just, especially when it comes to personal questions, right? But just ensuring that Anne knew exactly what they meant. So it was a really powerful message delivered to Anne, which I know is going to really assist her on this next step of a journey. And wow, doesn't it just open up so many possibilities when it comes to health for humanity? Having the Akashic records, being able to plug into our soul and truly understand what is going on in our bodies when it comes to certain diseases or things showing up on our body. So I just think it's just really opening up a magical, I just can see so many possibilities with the Akash in this space and in so many spaces in all areas of our life. Okay, so with that said, if you want to get your question answered, then please, in the comments below, just start a comment with questions. So I know you're wanting to have an opportunity to have your question answered by either Valentina or one of the graduates. Put your question, then put your full name, including your middle name. We need to have your full legal name in order to access your Akashic records and channel the message through. And then just put at the end of it, I give permission. So you're just being very clear that you give us permission to go into your Akashic records and bring forward that message. And obviously keep in mind that this is going to be publicized on a public platform as well. So by leaving the question, you are giving us permission to do that if you are selected. If you are selected, I will let you know in the comments, and I will also let you know when the answer is being published as well. So if you'd like to find out more about what the amazing Valentina does, then you'll see a link in the description to her website, balancebeginswithme.com, where you can find out about the different Akashic trainings that she offers where you could literally learn how to access your own information from the Akasha with her level 1 training, or you can even then go on and do her level 2 training like I have as a graduate, so you can then do this for other clients as well as for yourself. She has other courses. You can get a personal reading from her, so just check out her website. You can have mentoring sessions like I'm doing, which are just insane. Imagine having a Akashic reading and you've got like a few questions, right? And then imagine doing that every week in a mentoring where you can really focus it on all areas of your life, on really honing in on taking really intentional steps in your life, how that's going to absolutely revolutionize your life. You know, I just started the mentoring with Valentina on the 9th of January, and it's already having massive impact on my life. So couldn't recommend that more. But yeah, check out our website. If you don't find a date for any of the up and coming trainings or trainings that you wanting to do, then do message her, because you can get onto a wait list and she'll then communicate with you when the next course is gonna be. You can also check out my website below as well in the description, which is simple-change.co.uk, to check out the work I do as a soul healer and guide, and there's also a link to the graduate page as well, where you can book a reading with myself as a graduate and the other graduates. And as I've said on a few of these videos now, we're going to use this channel to demonstrate the skills of the graduates as well, and also to help you to connect to the Akashic records. And we're going to be talking about the different programs with different graduates, so you'll get to learn a lot more about the Akashic records in more detail as you continue to subscribe to this channel. So thank you.